So, is InMotion the correct choice for you? Well, that's dependent on a few things, really. If you're just starting a website or you need something for a small business, then InMotion might be ideal. For those on a budget, the company's cheap hosting and dedicated WordPress hosting services are likely to be a good fit. Pricing is pretty much in line with the company's competitors, and deeply discounted rates are available if you're prepared to log in for a year or more. It is worth noting that InMotion's account management panel might look a little bit archaic compared to some more modern services like Squarespace. However, InMotion's service is a fraction of the price. It doesn't quite hold your hand as much as its more famous competitor, but the learning curve isn't as steep as it looks. And there's one notable included feature that makes things a lot easier. cPanel comes free with the cheaper plans, and this alone is a solid reason to choose InMotion as your hosting service. Its interface makes managing the main part of your site's backend a lot easier. cPanel itself comes with the SiteJet Builder, which allows you to put together a professional looking site with very little experience. It's just a case of choosing a good template, clicking on what you want to edit, and tweaking as you see fit. The enormous stock image gallery is also a major plus. Dedicated WordPress hosting services are also available and may be a better fit if you're looking to start a blog or smaller media site. Anyway, buckle up. Now it's time for the complex stuff. InMotion offers a number of VPS and dedicated hosting plans. These are a lot more expensive and complex than the cheaper option, but if you're in a position where you need a VPS or dedicated server, then that's a realm you're now living in. And the price, again, is around what you'd expect for this level of hosting, with hefty discounts available if you're prepared to commit for a decent length of time. cPanel isn't included with either of these, but it can be tacked on as an optional extra. Linux is also an option, and either way, you get plenty of accounts that you can assign to your colleagues or other people involved with your site. This makes it a good fit for medium to larger companies who will have multiple people involved in a site's construction, operations, and maintenance. Most of the admin activities are easily done through the Web Host Manager tool. And beyond that, it's a similar experience to the cheaper services if you opted to pay for cPanel. If you haven't added cPanel or Linux, you can still do everything through the command line, but this is obviously significantly more complex. Finally, there's that customer service safety net. If I messed up, something didn't feel right, or I was unsure of how to do something specific and technical, dedicated help was a phone call away. Certain services also include 2 hours of professional setup help, which connects you to an expert who can perform some pretty complex tasks in a short space of time. If the phone wait times were a bit too much, which they can be, even outside of peak hours, consider using the text chat. I tested both, and each time the people on the other end went above and beyond to solve my problem. Customer service is definitely InMotion's strong point, and the customer service experts managed to do everything from helping me attach a domain name to my site to more complex things like launching the entire VPS server. All in all, I found InMotion to be a solid service with plenty of options available and reasonable pricing. They've also got a robust money back guarantee, so it's definitely worth a look if you're looking to start a site or even switch hosts.